fishing. He knows all sorts of stuff about these kinds of rods. But look, for $200, this thing's pretty bloody good. It's got Fuji guides, you know, it's got full grips, it's tough, it can cast it.
Wait till you see what we auction off.
Just out of curiosity, does anybody want to go and do this now after tonight?
Are you offering a spot?
No, I'm just wondering if anyone wants to actually do it. Yeah. Like one guy put his hand up, that's great. Yeah, any other questions at all? I'm happy to answer any. Yes?
I'm a trout fisherman as well.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things. A life jacket would be a very good thing for you guys for night time.
Yeah.
I've never worn one in the rivers, but I see now the beauty of having
Yeah.
or a show in trout fishing, and they all wear them.
I like the fly fisherman, yeah.
I couldn't say.
Yeah, wear life jackets, yeah.
Another one with sea lice. I've never had sea lice at all in the ocean on a surf beach, but a fisherman gave me a tip about sea lice for boat fishing. Just dip your bait in a little jar of kerosene.
Kerosene, yeah.
And it won't touch it.
Yeah, I've heard that. No, I've got him in the surf, but yeah.
I've never seen it.
Rare. I think, like I said, I've had it, you know, once in 100 trips.
Yeah.
Maybe twice, yeah. But that'd be on a still night, which, you know, back in the day, you went calm, yeah, but not with me anymore.
So are we you're truly looking for like, you know, a good solid swell, and more or less ignore what the wing's doing, or do you have a preference like wing in your face, or?
Well, it depends what beach you're fishing and where you are,
Yeah,
you know, in terms of wind. So if you can get kind of a couple of days after a big storm and maybe there's not a lot of wind and you've got that swell, but I predominantly look at the swell. You know, I'll give you one tip in terms of where I fish. I fish the Mornington Peninsula predominantly, southwesterlies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smack in your face, cold. And
What about St Andrews where you've got rocks and then a sandy spot in between?
yeah, it's a good question. Great spot if you want to get the bycatch and the bonus of a mulloway or something like that.
Yeah, what about gummies, no?
Look, no, they'll be there. They'll be there because you've got all those crabs coming out of the rocks.
Good place to lose rig too. In
Great,
those
yeah.
rocks.
It's too snaggy.
Yeah.
I've tried it many times. There's one place I fish which has a similar setup to that, and I generally fish it for gummies in the hope that I'm going to get a Jew, really.
Fingal?
Yeah, but too many snags.
Fingal too many snags?
Fingle's a possibility, but it depends where on that beach.
It's a long way to
5 or
walk.
10 minutes.
So they're all a long way to walk. They're all a long way to walk on a big track. All those tracks as well on these surf beaches are covered in these tiny little spiders. So wear shoes.
What about, you know, when you said getting closer as a chance of losing it, walking back, is that a good idea to do, or you really want the gaff guy to get in there?
Get the gaff guy.
Don't walk back.
No, you only let the waves bring him in. Yeah, I wouldn't walk back on him, even though you might have him dragged down a little bit or something like that.
Yeah.
Just keep the line tight on him. When he wants to run, let him run. And then, yeah, get the gaff guy to get him. Look, it is pretty, he doesn't have a heap of time,
Yeah.
the gaff guy. He's just got to get in there and do it.
Yeah.
But, you know, imagine that, I'll go back to here. Why does that? There we go. So, pretty much in this section here where that white water is where you're going to gaff him. And you know, that's probably like up to about here. But when he first gets to there, he'll run back out maybe a couple of times, and then he'll just kind of swim around in here. He's pretty knackered because he's fighting your drag and the waves. He's got no depth to go down to. He can only run outwards. He can't swing down. So they tire pretty quickly. Yeah, it makes it a great fight because you're dealing with the waves and everything. But a gummy shark on the beach can't fight as hard as a gummy shark in the net.
So what about a net?
Yeah, gaffing. Yeah, if you don't want to kill it, the best thing you can do is cut it off or try and gaff it in a fin or something like that. But this kind of fishing, you know, I've had sharks that are pretty much dead from after the fight and that stuff. Never ever caught a female in pump though. In fact, I only caught females in the surf. I don't know why that is.
Female
I'd
on
love to
pup.
tell you if I knew, but I don't. Yeah. You're fishing for fillets. And there's nothing wrong with killing gummy sharks and eating them there.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Questions?
When you go fishing,
The gummy sharks?
What sort of card is
Look, I don't do it as much anymore, but I'll probably do it May. Yeah. Yeah, man, look, just do what I do the Mother's Day thing. Just gotta hope you get a shark and then rock up to Mother's Day with the fish and Mum's doing the okay about it. I honestly don't know why it is, but it's consistent. It's really consistent. May and February are my favourite months, but you know, that's so much bullshit in fishing when it comes to that stuff. That's just what I've experienced and what I've been lucky with. You know, you can probably go any weekends and do it. But the one thing that I'd probably focus on the most in choosing when you're going to go is the tide variance, the smallest tide variance possible to the full or new moon.
And the biggest swell.
And the biggest swell. Yep. Yeah. And just make sure you buy a good headlamp, nice bright headlamp, and have a good spotlight for the gaff man and a sharp gaff. And yeah, you can get away pretty much with that whole setup for.
You keep bringing things up.
Well, sorry, what did I bring? Sorry.
Headlamps.
Yeah.
You can buy them from $15 to $150.
I'll tell you a great story. I got through a client of the magazine, one that was $250, and you know, it was comfortable and it had 3 settings on it. I didn't pay $250 for it. You know, it came in this beautiful box, and I went out fishing with this guy over here, and I said, check out my new headlamp, $250. He goes, check out mine, $8 off eBay. His was twice as bright as mine, and the battery lasted longer. It just as long as it's bright, and it's the worst ones are the ones with like big battery packs and stuff on them because you're wearing it the whole night. You don't want something that's. Well, I go for lightweight and bright, and then for the spotlight you want something, you know, big and bright. You know, you got blokes near rough water and all that, something that's bright. And these days you can buy pretty lightweight spotlights with LED technology.
Let's go to a gun.
Regal Marine sell bloody LED torches that clip onto the cap of the peak of your cap, and they're like $15, and they illuminate about 20 foot either side at 30 feet.
Yeah, see, things like that you can do. Yeah. Back when I started doing this, headlamps were expensive and the technology wasn't as good, the batteries weren't as good. These days you can get pretty...
And like you said, eBay. Just some of the
thing?
LED stuff you can get from eBay.
It pissed me off, that
Trouble with eBay, one day you get a good thing, the next day
you get a bad one, yeah.
I bought five for $22.
There you go, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you never know. Just, generally like Anaconda and places like that, you know. Oh yeah, you've all got a copy of Hookedup, that's my magazine. Oh yeah, so if you forget anything I've said, you can go to our website. If you go to our website, we've got a section that's called How To. Every feature that we've ever done, so all the features in these magazines are all archived via species. So you can go and read about any species, it's all categorised by species. We've also got a location section, and every single issue we've ever done is in flipbook format to read on your phone and all that kind of thing on the website, so you can jump on and have a look there. We've got videos, we've got the pilot of our new online TV show that we are going ahead with. So jump on the site and on our YouTube channel there'll be episodes on how to do this. We're going to try and do an episode on this, but filming at night is really difficult, so you know, we'll see how we're going to go. It's hard enough getting a gaff man, plus a lighting man, plus a camera man, plus a sound man and all that kind of thing, but it would be cool to do.